man. Hey, this is John Bolger with Premier Guitar. I'm here with Doug Aldrich of the Dead Daisies. Doug, man, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming out today.
Yeah, what a pleasure to hear you rip that thing,
well,
man.
The first one I did was the best one.
Yeah, when the camera wasn't rolling.
Then when I'm not thinking about it, then I'm like, okay, go.
Yeah, well, that one kicked ass too. They were the one that we got was great too. But hey, let's hear about this Les Paul. You've been a lifetime Les Paul guy.
I've bounced around a bit. I love all guitars.
Yeah.
I'm down for owning one of all guitars. You know. But I started with a Les Paul when I was a kid, and this Gold Top was my first good one. And I just I went around the circles a little bit. I really got into Jacksons and Charvels when I was a kid.
Sure.
Later, I had a Strat actually prior to that, and but eventually Fender, I love. Eventually, I started playing Les Pauls again when I started working with Ronnie James Dio.
Sure.
And I noticed in some live recordings that we did that the Les Paul was it was huge. You know?
Right.
It was like a really fat sound, and so I kind of went back to him, and I got a Gold Top, got a couple of Gold Tops that remind me of when I was a kid, you know, so I love it.
So do you still have your original one you had when you were a kid?
I butchered that one. It was a 73 Deluxe.
Sure.
And I routed it for pickups and did a bunch of stuff. So
you do, everybody did back then, yeah.
And once I got away from that, I started, when Eddie came out with the whammy bar, making it so important for his sound, I wanted to get a Strat with a whammy bar, and I gave up the Les Paul to somebody.
Yeah. But you get all these almost whammy-esque effects just with your bends and hands, and it's really awesome. I mean, on that guitar, it's pretty incredible.
Well, that's one thing about a non-tremolo situation is that you can do a lot of cool things tuning-wise, like on the go. You can do it.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to get too away from the point, but yeah, the tremolo and the tuning thing is really good with the Les Paul, for that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is a huge tone.
But that's just kind of the straight in tone. That's pretty much nothing on except the delay, which I'll turn that off. And so for some of those kinds of tremolo effects you're talking, or whammy bar effects, it's more bending up that I do, which is like. Stuff like that, But
God, it's great. So, what year is this Les Paul?
This is a 2006, I think it is.
Oh wow.
It's a R7 reissue, and I had it refretted because I have a certain fret that I really like.
But what frets are you running on it?
These are. I'm actually not sure of the brand because it's a stainless steel. It might be a Dunlop.
But they're a little bit bigger than the.
They're bigger. They're like 6100s kind of.
Yeah.
And
probably helps with those big bends just to have a little more.
And the intonation. Any guitar you get from the shop, sometimes it can be a little bit. But I have this guy in LA called Bruce Nelson. He's a great luthier, and he did the frets on this, and these are stainless frets. He talked me into them. At first, I would always go with nickel Dunlops because I just like the warmth of the nickel. But these stainless sound really good. They're really fat and they don't wear out as fast because I kind of tend to play hard with this hand. Lots of little hammer-on legato thing. Yeah.